how does it feel now after you got so much off your chest right with Tangent?
I feel more complete. Tangent allowed me to prioritize many concepts, and it will take a lifetime to decode and apply the material. I wrote Tangent with a rush for insight. Now I observe and value myself and my fellows at my own leisure. I built a bridge between delusion and my reality, which at times I can go back and forth. I have high aspirations for Tangent, but many of my beliefs I have outgrown. However, they are still applicable to those who are currently on the path I was on. Tangent has given me a reason to live, quite frankly. I was a drug addict, and this book saved my life. I was doing drugs that could destroy your brain. Some never recover unless they're strong, lucky, or both. Once your brain is gone, you are too, and it's very sad. The manifestation of wanting to be well and being helpful gave me a purpose and an image to respect, which wasn't always there. Writing Tangent by all means was scholastic, and it rebooted my professionalism. Tangent will always be a phenomenal service for friends and family or those who want to learn. It's not suffering from mental illness, it's living with a mental illness.
So what are some things that we should know about the intentions of your book?
Tangent was designed to endorse the mentally ill and myself. I've learned through observation that is very difficult. Not everyone is willing to live a life of sobriety if they have mental health issues. They think intoxication matters, which in the long and short term is a disadvantage. These are the people who need programming, but they just might not know where to start or who to look up to. The mentally ill have potential, but it's daunting to see the lost souls in public. Some of these people are very intense, and sometimes I feel endorsing them to sanity is out of the picture. I want to help, but it's frustrating. I speak of the power of mental illness in my own life, but these past years I've learned taking people under the wing into a life of mental health isn't easy. Tangent was written on turbulent grounds, and nowadays I have found peace, but my mission is not done. I feel my best when I have hopes and aspirations, as many of us do. I feel better when I have a healthy excitement for the future, but to a point where it's not delusional, which I know how to identify nowadays. Passions are important. It's what you leave behind.
How is your mental health?
I've been sober and medicine compliant 7 years since Tangent has been released. I go to recovery groups almost every day, and I'm working on communication. I want to get into speaking, which can be hard, but nothing practice won't solve. I've taken the back seat in breathlessly expressing many of my ideals, which is for the better. Nowadays, I look for equal interest investment, not just a bombardment of dialogue. I have the choice in how my mental health is viewed by myself and others. The more you know, the easier it is to relate. I don't impose my beliefs. I'm trying to build a demand for my work. I always keep copies of my book, which I sell or give to friends and family. The passion is there, but I'm just another person, and your life is also important to me. I have a problem with selling passions, but you have to charge a price so you know the people around you support you and don't want to leave you high and dry.
What piece of advice would you give those struggling with bipolar 2 schizoaffective?
A strict medicine regimen is needed, and it needs to be taken at the patient's best ability. Many people who self-medicate know a thing or two about drugs and which ones they like. Learn how to get a buzz off productivity and doing the right thing. I have tried drugs and I've liked most of them, but doctor-prescribed meds are legal and they will keep your brain chemistry level. No drugs is not a punishment, it is a reward. Being a grateful person who is sober and takes medication, because that's the life they were dealt, is definitely a bold and interesting move. One weekend on drugs can ruin a lifetime of conformity, all in a few moments. Stay sober while taking medications, and if you burned any bridges, one should try to reverse the damage. Support can arise, and I also suggest limiting all vices. Don't gamble and don't do anything risky or outlandish unless you have a good and understanding support system or can easily afford the good. Even then, I don't recommend. Let God into your life and show your gratefulness and admiration for the world with a greater being. Being active and engaging in daily exercise is paramount in recovery and medication compliance. Support groups and 12-step programs provide immense support. It's a place where you are technically getting therapy with people with similar situations. I am not perfect, and there will be things you could do in recovery better than me. I hope you got something from this video. If you want to see more videos for Tangent, go to my YouTube channel. Tangent is available online. Please stay safe, and we hope to make more of these videos in the future.